Before looking at your InventoryLab accounting settings, let's look at what they'll affect. First, mouse over Accounting at the top of the screen and select Other Expenses. This is where you can track any of your business expenses that aren't automatically tracked by Amazon or InventoryLab. For example, you don't need to record refunds here, as those are tracked automatically. However, if you want to track something like repairs to your company car, this would be the place for that. So let's say you wanted to add that expense. You click Add in the upper right and the list of options for recording an expense appears. The very first thing you're asked to do is select a category. Knowing your luck with cars, you're going to need a new vehicle maintenance category to keep this organized. If we go back to the accounting menu, you'll see an Other Income option as well. This works the same way as other expenses. It's the right place to track income other than your US Amazon sales, such as from Amazon Canada or eBay. Again, you'll need good categories to stay organized. In addition to appearing on these screens, anything you add under Other Income or Other Expenses will appear in the Profit and Loss report. Let's pull up the accounting settings now. Click on your account name in the upper right, then choose Settings. Select Accounting on the left side of the screen. You'll see income categories and expense categories at the top of the page. Click on them to expand the menus and see all of your existing categories. To add a category, click Add Category to the right of income categories or expense categories as appropriate. Enter your category's name, then hit the new Add Category button. Done! You can also edit the names of any of your existing categories. Changes will be saved automatically. Finally, you can delete any category by clicking the trash icon on the right. You'll have a chance to cancel if you click one of these by accident. All that's left on the accounting settings screen is Disposition Management. Let's take a look at how this works before making any changes. Close Settings, then mouse over Accounting. Select Disposition Management down at the bottom of the menu. An item's disposition is simply whether it is sellable or unsellable. You only have to worry about this with FBA Removals and MFN Returns. Often, an item will end up returned like this due to being defective, or it will be damaged by careless shipping or consumer handling. In these cases, the unit is generally unsellable. In other cases, you'll get a perfectly good item back, in which case its disposition should be set to sellable. Let's go back to the settings screen and reopen Accounting, then return to Disposition Management at the bottom. For FBA Removals, you can simply choose Amazon Default if you want to stick with Amazon's assessment of each item. On the other hand, if you're going to request removals of unsold FBA items, you might want to set your default to sellable or unsellable. A pile of expiring pasta might still be sellable when you order it removed from Amazon, but you know it will be good for nothing but compost by the time it arrives back at your warehouse. Better to set everything to unsellable now. For MFN returns, there has to be a default. This can only be sellable or unsellable. If you fulfill any of your own items, choose whichever option is most common for you. Note that if you change any of the defaults, the new default will only affect future removals and returns. Any that are already in the system will remain unchanged. This means you can safely change the default based on what's best right now without worrying about damaging your records. With accurate disposition defaults and expense categories, you can save yourself a lot of tedious work. Review these settings regularly as your business evolves to keep accounting as efficient as possible.